Everyone is still waiting for Optimus Gen 3. Tesla has teased this robot for what feels like forever, and the big reveal keeps not happening. Meanwhile, the rest of the robotics world refuses to wait. Chinese robots are out there showing off everything on camera. Figure 03 keeps dropping fresh demos. A robot called T-800 is reportedly heading into mass production. Even Atlas is lined up to appear at the FIFA World Cup, and through all that noise, Tesla stayed silent. No stage event, no army of robots, no Gen 3. For a company that promised a robot revolution, the quiet was starting to feel loud, but that silence just cracked. Elon Musk finally said something concrete about Optimus, and the answer explains almost everything. It explains why the robot has not shown up yet. It explains what Tesla is really building behind closed doors. And for the first time, it puts real dates on mass production. So here's the question this whole story hangs on. Why is there still no Optimus Gen 3? Start with the hype, because the hype has been enormous. Musk and Tesla have described Optimus as the company's biggest product ever. Tesla has even argued the robot's long-term value could eventually surpass the entire electric vehicle business. That is a wild claim from a company built on cars. Optimus is supposed to be the product that redefines what Tesla even is. And yet, Optimus Gen 3 is still nowhere to be seen. The reveal has reportedly been delayed multiple times. Every delay fed the same question. Is Optimus real progress or expensive theater? But behind the scenes, Tesla made a move that shows how serious this project really is. The company converted production space at the Fremont factory for Optimus. That includes the lines that previously built the Model S and the Model X. Read that again. The lines that once built two flagship Teslas now belong to a robot. Tesla is using that converted space to support initial assembly of Gen 3 Optimus robots. A carmaker does not hand car lines to a robot on a whim. That is a bet with real money on the table. It signals that Optimus has moved past the demo phase inside Tesla. The robot is being treated like the next product line, not a science experiment. And products need factories. Here's the part most people underestimate. Building a humanoid robot is a long, brutal process. Building the line that builds the robot is even harder. Optimus contains roughly 10,000 unique parts that all have to work together. Every one of those parts is a possible bottleneck. One weak supplier or one flawed component can choke the entire ramp. And unlike cars, there is no playbook for any of this. Car makers lean on more than a century of refined supply chains and mature tooling. Humanoid robots get none of that history. Cars solved these problems generations ago. Humanoids are solving them for the first time. Musk has framed this as building an entirely new manufacturing system. Experts point out that Tesla is inventing new automation techniques in real time. The actuator supply chain barely exists yet. Quality control standards for humanoids are being written from scratch. Every element needs fresh engineering, from the dexterous hands to the AI-integrated movement. That is why the new Fremont line is the real story here. Tesla is not just assembling robots in that building. Tesla is building the system that builds the robots. Musk has said the early phase is about getting the assembly process right, not chasing volume. Musk has also warned that early output will be quite slow while the kinks get worked out. Early units are expected to handle simple factory tasks before expanding into harder roles. Slow and careful now means fewer disasters later. That is the entire strategy. Then there was another angle, and it had nothing to do with robots at all. SpaceX. The SpaceX IPO reports had already created a massive wave of attention. Investors were watching it. Tech media was covering it. Musk's business empire was already sitting in the spotlight. That timing matters. A full Optimus Gen 3 reveal could have swallowed every major tech headline for weeks. It could have pulled attention away from SpaceX right when that attention was most valuable. So keeping the robot under wraps made sense. All the noise stayed focused on SpaceX instead of being split between two massive Musk stories at the same time. It is the same reason movie studios avoid releasing two blockbusters on the same weekend. Musk's focus was also stretched across SpaceX, xAI, and Cursor. That is a lot of pressure on one calendar, even for Elon Musk. And then comes the China angle. When Musk finally broke his silence, he was replying to a theory about this exact situation. An ex-user named Dr. Jack suggested Tesla delayed the Optimus 5.3 demo on purpose. The theory claims Tesla realized it was further ahead on production than expected, so the company allegedly went quiet to stop competitors from copying its designs. Dr. Jack even predicted a major reveal with many working robots on stage. The prediction cited earlier comments from Tesla executive Lars Moravy, and in the humanoid race, the copycats everyone fears most are Chinese. But here is why Optimus Gen 3 might be closer than it looks. The proof came straight from Musk himself. Days ago, Musk posted a photo standing with the Optimus production team inside the Fremont factory. Musk stood with arms crossed, surrounded by workers in hard hats and safety vests. That is not a render or a concept slide. That is a real crew on a real line. Then, one day later, came the reply that laid out the plan. On July 1st, Musk answered Dr. Jack's theory directly on X. Musk wrote that Optimus production will be extremely slow at first because everything is new. Then came the line that framed the whole project. This is not like making a car. That reply partially shut down the ahead-of-schedule theory. It also confirmed the ramp will follow a classic manufacturing S-curve. Output starts slow, then scaling speeds up once the process matures. Musk flagged that pattern in earlier warnings, long before this tweet. Musk has even called early output rates literally impossible to predict. But buried inside all that caution sits the actual timeline. According to Tesla's first quarter earnings commentary, limited production begins in late July or August 2026. That means pilot production at Fremont starts this summer on the converted line. A second, much larger Optimus factory is already under construction at Giga Texas. That plant is dedicated to Optimus from day one, not converted from something else. High-volume production is expected around summer 2027. And the long-term target is staggering: 10 million robots per year. Analysts expect the slow S-curve to accelerate hard once the early problems get solved. Some already frame Optimus as a potential trillion-dollar product line. A trillion-dollar label sounds absurd until the volume math starts working. The strategy looks deliberate: prioritize reliability and steady improvement over rushed volume. So, yes, Optimus Gen 3 could finally step into the light very soon. The Fremont line comes online this summer, and the first production numbers will follow. Investors and fans will be watching for the first real capability demonstrations. The bigger picture is simple. Tesla is trading spectacle for reliability, at least for now. Musk has long pitched Optimus as a robot that transforms labor itself. If the ramp works, 2026 becomes the year that vision left the lab. If it stalls, the skeptics get another year of ammunition. By the time Giga Texas hits stride in 2027, the whole debate changes. The real shift begins at Fremont, California, where the new Optimus factory footage was filmed. Tesla reportedly began pilot production of Optimus there on January 21st, 2026, but this does not mean thousands of robots are already coming out every week. A pilot line is where Tesla tests the build process, checks the equipment, fixes assembly problems, and prepares the line before larger production begins. Tesla's own Q1 2026 update also listed both the California and Texas Optimus lines under construction, which shows that the robot production plan is taking shape, but it is not running at full speed yet. The timing also lines up with a major change inside Fremont. Tesla recently ended production of the Model S and Model X after 14 years of the Model S and 11 years of the Model X. The final cars rolled off the line in early May 2026. Musk called it an honorable discharge because Tesla is now moving more deeply into autonomy, robotaxis, and humanoid robots. The business numbers explain that shift even more clearly. In 2025, Model 3 and Model Y delivered over 1.5 million units, while Model S, Model X, and other low-volume vehicles together made up only around 50,000. Tesla also sent them off with limited signature units, priced around $159,420 each, with free supercharging for life. But Fremont is only one part of the build-out. Tesla VP Lars Moravy also showed automation teams working in Germany, Toronto, and the Midwest because building Optimus needs extremely precise production systems. These teams are helping Tesla build the robots that will build the next generation of robots. Would you rather see Tesla focus on cars, robotaxis, or humanoid robots next? Share your thoughts in the comments. For Optimus to work beyond controlled demos, Tesla needs a brain powerful enough to sit inside the robot itself. That is why the new AI-5 chip becomes such a big part of this update. Tesla has completed tape-out of AI-5, which means the chip design is finished and ready to move toward manufacturing. Optimus cannot depend on a remote server for every small decision. If the robot is carrying a box, using a tool, or moving through a busy factory, it needs enough intelligence inside its own body to react quickly and safely. Musk says AI 5 will bring a major jump over AI 4 with far more compute, memory, and bandwidth, while using less power and costing much less than comparable high-end AI chips. He even compared one AI 5 setup to NVIDIA's Hopper level and a dual setup to Blackwell level. For Tesla, that kind of chip is not just for cars. It is meant to support FSD, robotaxis, Dojo, and especially Optimus. The first AI 5 samples are expected in late 2026, with high-volume production targeted for mid-2027. Tesla is also looking beyond design and wants more control over chip supply through a massive Texas terafab plan using Intel's 14A technology. Musk says the chip industry can only cover a tiny part of what his companies may need in the future. So AI 5 is not just a performance boost. It is the hardware base Tesla needs if Optimus is going to think, move, and work at serious scale. Every week, we break down the biggest AI and robotics updates in a way that actually makes sense, without confusing tech overload. Subscribe to the next-gen humanoids so you never miss the next major breakthrough. But raw chip power alone does not tell the robot what to do. That is where Grok enters the picture. Musk has described Grok as an orchestration AI, which basically means it could act like the high-level controller for Optimus. Instead of a human writing every tiny step, Grok could understand the larger request and help the robot plan what to do next. For example, a person could ask Optimus to clean a table, move a box, or bring a tool, and the robot would need to understand the goal, look at the scene, choose the right actions, and adjust if something changes. This is where vision-language action becomes important. The robot sees the world through cameras, understands the command through language, and turns that understanding into physical movement. Tesla's bigger goal is that one Optimus can learn a task, then share that learning with the whole fleet so other robots improve without starting from zero. Musk has also talked about robots learning from videos or human demonstrations, which would make training much faster than hand-coding every skill. That kind of learning is critical because homes, factories, and warehouses are never perfectly controlled spaces in everyday life. So the stack becomes clear. FSD gives Optimus the vision system, AI 5 gives it local compute, and Grok could give it the reasoning layer. But even with all that intelligence, Optimus still needs the part that touches the real world. What if Optimus could understand your command and complete the task without step-by-step instructions? Would you trust it? Tell me below in the comments. All that intelligence only becomes useful if Optimus can handle the world with real control, and that is why the Gen 3 hand may be Tesla's most important physical upgrade. The new hand has 22 degrees of freedom, with 50 actuators spread across both forearms and hands. In simple terms, that means the fingers can move with far more range and control than before. Tesla also moved the actuators out of the palm and into the forearm, using a tendon-driven design that works closer to the way human fingers are pulled by muscles. This helps keep the hand lighter while still giving it strength. The bigger change is touch. High-resolution sensors on the fingertips can give Optimus real-time force feedback, so it can know how hard it is pressing before it crushes, drops, or slips on an object. That is the difference between holding a glass vial, tightening a small bolt, folding laundry, or picking up something fragile without breaking it. Tesla says the system supports sub-millimeter precision and thousands of different manipulations. Humanoid robots do not become useful just by walking well. They become useful when their hands can do real work, which brings us to the question everyone is waiting on. The big question now is when Optimus Gen 3 will finally appear. Right now, the public reveal is expected around mid-2026, with early low-volume production possibly starting in late July or August once the Fremont line is ready. The reason Tesla has not shown the full robot yet seems to come down to three things. First, Musk has said Gen 3 is already walking around, but the new hands, sensors, and control systems still need more real-world testing. Second, Tesla does not want to show every detail too early because Musk says competitors study each frame and copy what they can. Third, Optimus is not a simple product to scale. It has more than 10,000 unique parts, and even Musk says production will be slow at first. Tesla's 2026 target is still 50,000 to 100,000 units, but the real test begins when Fremont starts producing the first Gen 3 robots. Would you trust Optimus to hold something delicate, like a glass cup or your phone, if its new hands are really this precise? Share your thoughts in the comments. So this is where Optimus Gen 3 stands right now. Tesla has not shown the full robot yet, but the pieces around it are already moving. The Fremont line, the AI-5 chip, Grok integration, and the new hand design. The real question is no longer whether Tesla wants to build humanoid robots at scale. The question is how fast it can turn all these separate upgrades into one working product. And if Tesla is moving this quickly, then the bigger robotics race is only getting more intense from here.